What's up, guys? Steve Lockhart here, coming from the Lockhart's laboratory, bringing to you the first edition in our new series we call Grease End All, where we will be taking a deep dive into some of the most unique grooming products from around the world, and we're also going to dive deep into the gutter and into the world of extreme music. This is Grease End All. Alright, so the product that we're going to be looking at today is the Blackened Death Metal version of the Grease End All series. This is our brand new formula, the one that you guys have been asking about for a long time. It's an unorthodox water based Goon Grease formula. So it's going to perform much like the original Goon Grease does, however it's going to wash out much, much, much easier. So let's talk fragrance. That's one of the things that we did unique to the Grease End All line. Each product gets a brand new fragrance that we've created. You've seen this before, brought this out in the last video that we did. The fragrance to Unorthodox Water Based Blackened Death Metal version is, the name is Demigod. Bonus points if you can guess why. Go ahead and comment below. So it's a combination of bergamot, mint leaves, blood orange, pineapple, leather, amber. We got a whole bunch of isoe super in it, just like in the other one that I talked about, because that just really makes a scent sparkle. This is it's a very fresh fragrance. It's a very uplifting fragrance, which may actually be unusual to the Blackened Death Metal, but I think it really suits the Demigod name quite well. I think this is going to be one that will be pleasing. It'll mix with just about any fragrance that you wear. It'll also be a good fragrance. It should be strong enough to where you can get a little bit of scent throughout the day. It's gonna die back a little bit though, probably halfway through the day, and you're not going to be noticing it anymore. Alright, so let's talk performance. Again, heavy hold, high shine. As far as hold goes, we've got a 4 out of 5, volume 3.5 out of 5, texture 2 out of 5, and shine is a 4 out of 5. So if you want high shine, if you want strength, this is the one for you. It's not necessarily going to provide any texture like a lot of clays do. I'd go with like the anti-gravity or something along those lines if that's what you're going for. Everything in this line of the new Grease End All series is going to be nice and greasy. So one interesting feature that we are doing with this lineup is playlists come with it. I have curated my favorite songs from each one of these different metal genres, and I've placed them into a Spotify playlist for you to go download, to check out. All you got to do, scan the QR code, which I'm not going to get close enough for you to be able to scan. Scan the QR code on your jar, and that'll take you right to the playlist. Put it on shuffle. Enjoy.
Now let's take a look at this jar. This is the first time that we are going to meet two new goons that you've never seen before. The artwork is based around a lot of the imagery that you'll see in Blackened Death Metal. You'll get a close-up when you get these. Let's look inside the jar. Look at that stuff. That is money. Watch this. Oh yeah, you love that scoop, don't you? Nice and creamy. It's gonna apply like butter. It does have a little bit of like a thickness to it. It's got a little bit of tack, but it's not too tacky. It's not gonna rip any hairs out. It's gonna go in nice and smooth. And here we go.
All right. So while that guy is over in the corner, I don't know where I'm going to put it because I'm still learning how to edit things, playing with his hair, let's talk music. So today, the album that I'm going to be recommending today, or the album that I'm going to be reviewing today and ultimately recommending, is Behemoth's 2009 album, Evangelion. Now, that's 2 years after I graduated high school. That album is pretty nostalgic for me. That's when I was coming up, when I was pretty heavy into the scene at that point. So let's talk Evangelion. A little bit of background on the band Behemoth. They formed in 1991, and originally their first, probably through the mid-90s, maybe even late 90s, all of those albums had the colder, darker, old school, true cult, black metal sound to them. And then they began to evolve. It was pre-Demigod era. I'm not entirely certain exactly which album at what point. I'll have to go listen again. But they began to evolve into what is now known as Blackened Death Metal. I would say Behemoth is probably the top tier Blackened Death Metal bands. There's a lot of other great ones out there, but they are right up there at the top. Probably the best. Interesting fact about Behemoth, Nurgle, the vocalist, he actually owns a chain of barbershops over in Poland called Barbarian Barbershops. So if any of you in Poland, if you know where they're at, go look them up, go check them out. You may just find a jar of Lockhart's laying around. Now, another interesting fact about Behemoth, and really about Nurgle, he's an interesting dude. He's been in trouble with the law several times, especially over in Poland, for one famous controversy I think happened in like 06, 07, somewhere in there, where he ripped up a Bible. And ever since then, the Polish government has been fighting him, or going after him for some sort of blasphemy charges, I guess, something along those lines. And so he's been fighting back on the grounds of free speech. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to say whether or not I support it or not. So we will just move on. Let's discuss the album itself. The sound quality on Evangelion is pristine, polished, atmospheric, and absolutely ferocious. It's one of the more aggressive releases that they've had. Recently they've had albums, like the Satanist, that's a little bit more, it's certainly not tame by any means, but it's got a lot more atmosphere to it. This one is more aggressive, so you got a lot more of Inferno's famous blast beats, where he's a much different drummer than many others. He doesn't just ride the snare, ride a hi-hat. He does a lot of moving around. So yeah, if you ever get a chance to look up videos of Inferno playing, be sure to do so. Last time I seen them playing, I actually caught them outside their tour bus. Inferno was sitting in front of one of those little rubber drum pads, and he was just practicing his blast beats. That was really cool to watch, especially seeing a dude in like some basketball shorts with corpse paint on, playing blast beats on a piece of plastic. Really cool. Now, the standout tracks on this album, to me, I'm going to pick three. Standout tracks are Demonos, Of Fire in the Void, and He Who Breathes Pestilence. Let's talk Demonos. That's the opening track to this album. Very strong opening track. Starts off with, it sounds like Nurgle is going to war with the gods. Not exactly sure what's going on there, but there's just a lot of ambient noise, a lot of screaming. Fantastic. Opens up into a very cold and powerful opening riff that really catches you immediately. And then the song, as I discussed earlier, it's got a lot of Inferno's famous blast beats that go on throughout this song. It really is a good example of the different methods he uses, so be sure you check those out as you're listening to it. Now, probably my favorite part about the song is the chant halfway through. Really fun to see live, really fun to just join in, one of those kind of moments where they chant, "All hail slain and risen God, all hail Dionysus." Go check that song out. Awesome song. Go do it. Next standout song that we're going to talk about is Of Fire in the Void. Probably my favorite song of theirs to see live, because it does have a very intense opening that's it's slow and like creeps up on you, but then when it comes in, it punches you right in the chest as hard as it possibly can. Inferno beats his tom drums just like an absolute madman. Cool part in that song live when they really come in, and I'm gonna play a little bit of it here. So right there. After that, when it comes in, they spit blood all over the crowd, and then just everyone loses their absolute shit. So, fantastic song, probably my favorite track on the entire album. So go check out Of Fire and the Void. Final honorable mention off of Evangelion is going to be He Who Breeds Pestilence, and the reason why is because I think this is a great example of them sticking to their roots. It sounds a lot like something that from their early 90s, mid-90s era, where they were just that true cult, black metal, creepy, eerie, cold sounding. It has this incredible arpeggiated riff that goes throughout the entire song that just really sets the mood. It's a great song. It ends with this really good like march, I guess is the only way, like a really cool cadence that it ends with. Again, Inferno, one of the greatest extreme metal drummers that exists. He really puts the final touch on this one, so make sure you check that song out as well. Okay, final thoughts on Behemoth's Evangelion. Great album. It's got pretty much anything and everything that you could want out of a Blackened Death Metal album. It's got a lot of those really great black metal riffs. It's got a lot of really great death metal riffs. It's got a lot of the big chugs. It's got a lot of the tremolo parts. It's got everything and anything that you want. But it's got really pristine production. There's great little sound clips throughout. There's crows chirping. There's Nurgle going to war with the gods. Lots of really cool stuff happening in this album. I am gonna give it 4 stars out of 5. Check it out.
So after that long-winded rant, here is the final product. As you can see, it's got quite a bit of shine. It has a good hold. It's got good height to it. It didn't fight me or anything. The product styled very easily. So yeah, it's a good experience overall.
Yeah, so that's my thoughts on the product. Go check it out. We've got it up on the site now. It is available as of, well, today's Thursday when I'm filming it, but this video is not going to be available until at least Friday, probably Saturday, because I'm still not exactly sure how to edit things. Mike over at Modern Man TV is trying to teach me how to do that. Big shout out to him. Big thank you to him for all his help. So yeah, go swing on by the Lockhart's Apothecary website, lockhartsauthentic.com. Pick up a jar, pick up all 3 of the jars. If you guys got any questions, drop them below, shoot us an email, be happy to help. Alright guys, thanks for checking out this demonstration of this product. Make sure you go and subscribe to our channel. We're going to be bringing a lot more videos out here very soon. Go check out our other videos, make sure you like this one. If you enjoyed the video, comment below. I'm sure you got plenty of critiques. I'm new to this, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Tell me down below what I need to do better, what you would like to see more of, what you want to see less of. Yeah, go do that. I've also put a link in the description for all of the music that we've discussed today, the Behemoth album, Evangelion. Make sure you go and pick that album up. It's one of the older ones, but it's one of their best. So make sure you go pick that up, buy some of their merch, buy their tickets when they're available, whenever we can go see concerts again. Support your local music scene. Oh yeah, I always gotta do, smash the like button, go subscribe, thumbs up. Should I say it like that?
Yeah. I mean, we are doing metal.
Yeah. Just screaming at them.